Hello and good day everyone. I'm Mr. Rinaldo B. Malimban for our 6-week e-class online learning system. Today in our lesson speak about the introduction to the Adobe Photoshop. What is Adobe Photoshop? By means, Photoshop is a graphics editing program used to create and modify digital images developed and published by the Adobe system for the Windows and operating system. Photoshop also was created in 1998 by Thomas and John Knoll. How can we be used to this Adobe Photoshop? One is to create original artwork, to manipulate images, to retouch photographs, to repair damaged images, and to create graphics for the website. Aside from that, Adobe Photoshop is an image editing software. It's one of the most popular programs for image manipulation. It's also adjustment of images such as rotating, cropping, resizing, airbrushing, retouching, balancing, or combining the elements of different images. Photoshop also lets you position in animate 3D models, edit textures and lighting, and choose from the several render modes. It is used widely by graphics professionals for all sorts of tasks, including website design. How to getting started? To open Adobe Photoshop program, do one of the following. Click the icon of the Photoshop from the desktop. Second, click the Start button from the lower left of your screen. Then click All Programs, Adobe Master Collection, and finally click the Adobe Photoshop. Next is to select File, New. Shortcut case is Ctrl+N. The new Photoshop document dialog box will appear with the option of your file. Next, type a file name and values for the width and height of the canvas. Next, type a value for resolution. For an image to be used on the web, 72 pixels per inch is suitable. For an image to be printed, use of higher resolution from 300 to 1200 pixels per inch. Choose a setting for a color mode. These are to determine which color method is used to display and print the image you're working on. Photoshop bases its color mode on the color models that are useful for images used the publishing to choose from RGB or red, green, blue, and CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Black color also is a grayscale. Choose a setting for the background contains. You can choose from white, transparent, or specify a color background behind your image. You will notice that the file size information changes as you adjust the settings of your new file. And click OK. The new file opens in the document window and you are now ready to work on your image. And this is how to creating a new Photoshop documents of the program. You have seen the name, the preset, the width, height, resolution, color mode, background, contents, and finally you OK. If not, you cancel and do not save. How to open and save the Photoshop documents? In opening and saving Photoshop documents, Adobe Photoshop supports PSD files or Photoshop formative files. PSD files preserve all editing capabilities, layer informations, and channel information. You can create a project in Photoshop and save it as PSD file. The PSD file preserves all customizations you created. It will be allow you to go back to your project and edit with your left it off. So you save as and choose from the following Photoshop documents. It might be in PSD, PDD, or whatever you wanted to save as. Now, how to open the existing Photoshop document? Follow the steps. 1 is select file, open, shortcut keys, Ctrl plus O. The open dialog box will be appear. Second, change the files of type from all formats to Photoshop by PSD or PDD. All existing PSD files on the selected folder will be appear also. Next, number 3, select the PSD files shown. Click the open button to open the selected file and display the Photoshop document in the document window. To open an image file to Photoshop, follow these steps. 1. Select file, open. The open dialog box will be appear. Have you seen, kids? Okay, thank you. Next is go to the locations of the desired image like JPG, PNG, GIF, or BMP and select it. So you have noticed the look in the sample of location of your images and you have to open. Three, click the open button to open the selected file and display the open photo in the documents windows. Okay. That arrow. To save your work to PSD file format, follow these steps. Number 1, select file and save. Shortcut keys, Ctrl plus S. The save dialog box will be appear. 2, from the format menu, choose the Photoshop, PSD and PDD. So that is a specific file name in location. And third, in the Save As dialog box, select saving option, click and save. Okay. This is the program. So you save as and select some of the file that you have to save, like USB or PDD, and save it. These are some areas in file formats. One is a Photoshop PSD. In the Photoshop PSD, the Photoshop format that preserves all the images layers. It is strongly recommended to retain a copy of an image in this format. Next is BMP or bitmap.bmp. This BMP format can be used as a picture of background pattern on the computer desktop. Next is GIF. GIF means CompuServe GIF, a file format developed using comprehension SIM to keep file sizes at the minimum in order to be posted on the web. Next is the Photoshop EPS or .EPS. This EPS, a file format that is tailored to printers that use PostScript language. This format is also used for transferring image to vector-based program such as Adobe Illustrator. Next is JPEG or JPEG. JPEG means Joint Photographic Experts Group. Is a compressed format typically used for placing photographic images on the web. Next is PNG or .png, meaning Portable Network Graphic. Is a raster image format that was created to improve on the GIF. And the last is the .tiff. TIFF is used for page layout programs and printed material. To save your work to other file formats, follow the steps. Choose File Save, shortcut case Shift plus Control plus S, and choose a format from the Format drop-down menu. And this is the example. We're being how to save as the type or the height folder that you have to save in Photoshop. Okay, do you get it? Kids, are you okay? Are you with me? Okay, thank you. Second, specify the file name and location in the Save As dialog box. Select Saving option. And the last, click Save. A dialog box appears for a choosing option when saving in some image formats. So let's try to refresh and overview the lesson. In Adobe Photoshop is an image editing software. It is one of the most popular programs for the image manipulation. Then, how to open the Adobe Photoshop by program, to create a new Photoshop, to open existing Photoshop, and to open the image file to Photoshop. Then, after that, to save your work to PSD file format. So that's all for today lesson, kids, grade 7. For more updates, please monitor our e-class online learning system. Thank you and goodbye. Again, my name is Sir Reynaldo B. Malimban.